Hello, Leaf fans. We're here for the new Leafs edition of Five for Talking off season. I'm here with Caps. We're going to talk about the Leafs. Try to keep this short. I'm sure it won't be. And we're just going to jump right into this. So we'll start off with the trades. Caps, just quickly run them down.
First trade was July 7th, and it was the Toronto Maple Leafs trading Peter Mrazek and a first-round draft pick to Chicago, and the Leafs get back second-round draft pick in 2022. The other trade is July 11th. Toronto traded future considerations, and they get back Matt Murray, 2023 third-round pick, and a 2024 seventh-round pick. Ottawa retains 25% of Murray's salary.
So off the bat, I'm not even going to let you talk. I think both of those trades are excellent. The first trade was, like I said before, it was the way to do the Marleau trade right to get rid of Mrazek. And you bring in Murray. He's capable. He's younger than Campo. If he can stay healthy, he's been to the show twice. He has way more experience than Campo. He has way more games played than Campo. He's a goalie that still hasn't hit his peak of potential should he stay healthy. But the trade was really good. They got draft picks and salary cap retained.
Is it my turn?
If you want to go, yeah.
You didn't want to let me talk, so I'm really nervous about this trade. I'm not going to lie to you. You guys saw my messages. I was like, wow, what the hell? Took me a while to calm down. And the only reason why I calmed down is because the person they picked up afterwards is a backup. However, as far as I know, there really is no starter or backup. It's whoever, outplays the other. Now, going back to the Matt Murray trade, you are absolutely right. He's been to the dance. He's done it. He's won the cup twice with Pittsburgh.
At one time, he carried them on his back.
Yes, correct. I'm not disputing any of this stuff.
Yeah.
I know he's going through some personal issues. And I'm just a little worried that his mind is not in the right place. And based on the stats that I've seen, he's not played a full season, right? So that kind of worries me with his injuries, his state of mind. And like you said, it's either can go one way or it can go the other way. And I'm hoping it goes in the way that they succeed rather than shit in the bed.
Okay. Well, okay. So let's add to this. So they signed ILYA Samsonov, who was the starting goalie for Washington for the start of last season, and then they kind of
another young guy too.
Yeah. Okay, can you calm down?
Okay.
Wait, who else did they sign?
Are you talking about signings now? Because you got the signings, don't you?
Yeah, they didn't. The Leafs didn't get another goalie.
Samsonov.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, what did I say? I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, my bad. I got confused. Anyways, so yeah, Samsonov. That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, what's this guy talking about? So he was the starting goalie for the Capitals to start the season. He got injured. Then there was kind of a job toss-up between him and Vanacek. He came back in the playoffs. He didn't do very well, but he's still really young. For a goalie, he has way more experience than most goalies do by age 24. And I think in terms of, having Samsonov and his high ceiling and his raw ability, because he's a huge goalie prospect. Everyone should know this if you know hockey. And if Murray can stay healthy, with now Shalgren and Wall having experience in the NHL, I think between the four goalies we have right now, this is the best goalie lineup we've had in a long time. If they stay healthy.
They stay healthy and they succeed. Because there's always that risk.
I don't think the success part is going to be that big of an issue. I think the health might be. I think all of these goalies are capable, especially Samsonov and Murray, and Murray is getting a far better team than he's been on for the last couple of years. And Samsonov is going to get a better defensive core than he had when he was in Washington. So Toronto's is a top team. They're a top dog. And if these goalies can stay healthy is important.
Because before they even made the trade, that's exactly what they were looking at. And they were looking at his medical records to see, what his health is. And I guess it got to the point they were confident enough to make the trade.
Yeah.
Because they were going to need a goalie. They knew that they were going to lose Campo. And they were not going to probably afford some of the goalies that were out there. So this is something that needed to happen.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I think it could be really good. Like, obviously, singularly, I think Jack Campbell is better than all of these goalies. But as a group, this is the best group we've had. Because Mrazek wasn't there for us last year. When we had Campbell and Anderson was injured the whole time. So that didn't help at all, right?
In a shortened season.
Yeah. So, I mean, this could be really good.
We would have liked those guys to still be here.
Absolutely. You know what? When I look back at it, I know we made comments about it last year, but when I really look back at it, I wish that we never took on the Campbell project to begin with, and we just kept Frederik Andersen. I know he had an issue at the end of the year last year, but he's such a solid goalie that at least we would know that we have a star goalie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least we would know he's locked up. And at this point, you might have had Samsonov as his backup, which would have been great.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yep.
Let's get into some other signings.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
Fudge.
It's true. Calle Yarncroc. I think that's a really good pickup. He's a solid two-way player. He can play the wing. He can play multiple positions. He's strong. He can score.
I think there's a theme with some of these signings.
Yes, and that's what led to me saying a lot of the things I said.
Yeah.
Nicholas, I don't know his name, Obe Kubel. I think that's how you say it. From Colorado, another two-way guy, has a scoring touch, kind of young.
Same thing.
Yeah, Adam Gaudette, once again, same idea. Like you said, there's definitely a theme building.
Yep.
And then they went out and got some depth on their defense with Victor Mete and Jordy Ben.
So so to me, I don't give a crap with some of the, like the Leaf fans will argue and all that crap. But the fact of the matter is, I think to me, Dubas realizes what he's missing, and that is two-way forwards. Guys that know how to battle, guys that know how to defend in their own zone, which, let's face it, there's a lot of forwards that they have on their team that don't know how to do that. And,
a lot.
And it's not like you're going to be able to rely on Kemp, all the time to close out these games. So now they have a little more flexibility. They can, and that's part of the reason why they signed, and I'm sorry for getting ahead of myself, this is part of the reason why they signed Engvall, because they need some of these players.
And I like the Engvall signing, but so we'll get to that in a second. Actually, I don't want to get too far ahead of where we are. But I think in terms of what the Leafs are putting together here, it might not be the best team we've ever had on paper, but I think it might be one of the more well-rounded ones we've had in a long time.
Yeah, because we didn't know about Bunting or we didn't know about Camp last year, so we don't know what these guys are capable of.
In all transparency, I'm going to be super honest here. When Kasha got signed to Carolina, I thought it was Camp. I was freaking out on the subway. And I was like, this is so bullshit. I'm like, why would they let him go? And I'm like, he only signed for this much. I'm like, this is crazy. And then I realized that Camp was a different player than Kasha. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm still upset. I like Kasha.
I like Kasha too.
But I thought it was Camp, and I got really scared.
Yeah.
Because he is the anchor of our defensive forwards. He is the penalty kill anchor. He is the quarterback of the third and fourth line. he's a really solid center as well. Like he wins faceoffs and
Yep.
he's not scared to get in the corners. But yeah, this team, I'm once again, I'll say it right now. We're gonna get to our early predictions later on towards September-ish. But I really do think the Leafs are a top 2 team in the East with this lineup if it stays healthy. It stays healthy.
It's gonna be tough.
Because I think if the goalies stay healthy, the competition between them to try to get first might be something good that the Leafs need, right?
Yeah. The only concern I have with this team is that defensive-minded defenseman that plays alongside Raleigh, and they don't have that this year.
That is true.
Not yet. They don't have
Jordie Benn. Okay, Jordie Benn is that guy, but he's a lot older than Bush was.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what the combinations are going to be. We don't know yet.
From what I've heard from multiple people, I'll reference Steve Dangle because I know everyone knows who that is. The issue they're going to have now is because of the type of contracts they have. Once the season starts, if Ben and Mete have not been brought up to be the 7th defenseman or whatever, they have to clear waivers. And he's like, neither one of these guys is going to clear waivers. He's like, any team in the league is going to pick these guys up for the contracts that they have. Okay. There is absolutely zero chance that they'll clear waivers. So, but the Leafs do have a chance to bring them up before waivers starts, the waiver wire starts. So,
Mete being on the team, guys like 5'9", 175
I agree,
pounds,
but if you have him just there in case, I'm okay with it.
I understand that, but see, they got hopefully if they sign Sandin, but they got Liljegren. They have enough guys. Just trying to find that right combination. I'm just a little concerned about which one out of those guys is going to play alongside Raleigh, because Raleigh is a specific type of player. And you brought up concerns about Raleigh because he's too offensive minded. And the only the only thing that complements his style is a defensive minded defenseman. And
Bush was the guy.
And Bush was the guy, but they don't have that guy right now.
Okay,
but but it could be Ben. You could be right. It could be Ben.
So Ben is a guy you could put there.
Yeah, but the only problem is because he's up there in age. I don't know if he can handle that many minutes unless
I don't think he can handle that many minutes. Yeah. I'm going to agree with you. I think what we might get is Muzzin and Riley as a line.
I don't know. I don't know, man, because Muzzin, they've tried Muzzin. And
I know, but what other options do you have? Because Giordano can't play those minutes either.
I know, I understand. Hall's going to get traded.
I think I was just about to say that. So the Leafs are 1.4 over the cap, just under 1.5 actually. Hall is a $2 million contract. If they get rid of Hall though, they still need to move something else to get Sandin. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to package Hall with maybe Mete and ship them out together for a draft pick. And they're going to try to convince Sandin to take a 2-year deal for like $1 million this year and then like 1.5 next year.
You could try.
Because I think I'd rather have Sandin than both of those guys.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I would prefer that too. But Sandin's going to have to agree with it, and
But the Engvall signing also leaves open the option that it could be Kerfoot that gets moved. But like, I really like Kerfoot on that second line.
It is something that I've heard as well.
A lot of rumors swirling that it's time for Nick Robertson, and that he's going to replace
Kerfoot
when he moves.
I heard that too, but I'm sorry. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I know Bargo said it before. Robertson hasn't earned that spot. He does not play well when he's up with the Leafs.
Agreed, but he's still super young and he needs to get time.
No,
And
I
if you're
agree.
going to give him
It's just-
time, if you're going to give him time, give him the time early at the beginning of the year. So it's not really games that matter. Where last year they tried to let him play towards the end of the season. Like, to me, that's not logical from the Leafs standpoint. Forget about Robertson.
Yep.
But if you see the way his brother, how good his brother is playing, and you know, everyone knows Nick Robertson is a good player. He just needs to step up. And I agree with you. He needs to commit. He needs to just commit to it.
Yeah, it's just his size worries me, man. He gets thrown around like it's.
Mitch Marner's not that much bigger.
Yeah, I know, but Mitch Marner has mastered the art of not getting destroyed.
That is absolutely fair. But
and if he could teach that to Robertson's
then, skills coming into the league were similarly based on a player like Marner.
Yeah.
So maybe he can. You know, he's still really young. It's not like he's even like remotely close to being.
No, I know Campos, but like they're like at a win now type deal, man.
They
You
are.
gotta
They are.
understand, Matthews and Nylander, both their contracts are up in 2 years, so they need to get their stuff together.
In my opinion, this year is do or die, because this year, even if you don't win, you need to get all the way to the finals, because you need to prove to those guys that it's worth coming back and re-signing when their contract expires.
And if it's not the case, I don't see some of these guys from management coming back. I'm sorry.
Don't. If they lose in the first or second round this year, everyone is getting fired.
Especially in the first round.
Yeah.
Especially in the first round.
The coach is getting fired, the whole staff.
The coach is getting fired, the GM's probably gonna get fired, all 12.
They're gonna make Shanahan quit.
Yeah,
they're gonna get him to step down and go.
All 12 assistant GMs are out of there.
Like, anyway. Do you want any more assistant GM? No, Spezza could stay.
Anyway.
Anyways, that's all I have.
Do you? Is that it?
Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
I don't have anything else. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Let us know if the Leafs are ever going to get out of the first round in the comments, and like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.